welcome to What I Eat in a Day. That's right, I'm doing a What I Eat in a Day today on keto, because why not, right? So, I'm all dressed, look nice. I already failed at doing What I Eat in the Day because I already ate breakfast, but I'll tell you what it was. First though, I ran 8 miles this morning. Technically it was closer to 9 total because I walked over to this place called Mile Square Park, which is about a half mile away. I ran around it twice and then I walked back. So it was like 8.8 miles was the total distance I did. So that was pretty awesome. I was pretty proud of myself. Amy did 4. She went around the park once, but I met up with her after the second one I did. And so the 10K is in a week, and so I'm very excited about it, and kind of wanted to push myself. Really, I wasn't supposed to go 8 miles, I was just supposed to go 7 today. But why not? Why not do the whole thing? And so now my body is tired and I'm very achy, but I got new shoes yesterday, but I'll talk about that later in my experience. But yeah, so I got home from the run and I was exhausted and very thirsty, and so I had 4 Gatorades and I'm on my 5th one right now. They're the little 12-ounce ones, so not too much, but so yeah, so I'm doing, let's see, I drank a bunch of Gatorades, and then I had a protein shake with peanut butter, PUB Fit powder in it, and something I'm going to show you right now. So this is what I had with the protein shake because I need the extra calories today because I already burnt almost 1,400 calories for my run. But these are super good. They're Quest cookies. I would recommend not eating a ton of them, but I had one with breakfast this morning because I was super hungry already. So I had a shake and this, super good. I recommend these. The chocolate one's pretty good. I usually get just the regular chocolate chip, but this double chocolate one's pretty good. I also had the Snickerdoodles one. It's pretty dry. Even these are kind of dry, but like it's something different, you know. I try not to do them too much because I'm afraid that if I eat too many of them, it'll just kind of throw me out of keto, even though I don't think it will. But I've been upping my protein a lot lately. I read something online about how, so it's totally true, but that you're supposed to eat so many grams of protein based on your weight because it kind of helps you like build muscle, and like it's protein, so it's really good for you. So I haven't been eating enough protein according to the chart that I looked at, and so I've increased it by a pretty good amount. I was pretty low, so but yeah, so we're off to do some errands, and but yeah, I'll check in with you at lunch. Pretty exciting day that we're getting a new fridge, so that should be fun. This one that we have is really old and is about to die, and it makes really weird noises, and so it's like we're getting a new fridge, so that's pretty fun. So all right, well, I'll check in with you later. But man, starting a great day today, 8-mile run, and boy, it feels really good, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm probably gonna eat a lot today, so picked a good day to record, I guess. Hello from the car, from the errands running of the car situation. So because we're out and about, we'll be back a little bit later, I think after the fridge has been delivered, and so I'm gonna eat a snack, and so I wanted to show you what it is. So I went to my this last weekend. My niece was in town for her softball tournament in Lake Elsinore, and my sister was there, and she brought with her these Quest chips. Now, I had tried Quest chips a while ago, and I did not like them very much. But they do like tortilla style, which is way better, more like Doritos. They're kind of not really the same texture, but they at least crisp, you know, like what you kind of crave as somebody who's on keto for a long time. But so here they are. They're called Quest chips, and they are the ranch flavor. So I'm gonna eat these as a little snack for lunch, but like they're really good and I really recommend them. They're part of what I'll be showing you for dinner tonight. These are super good. I eat about 2 bags a day. They are great for protein, 19 grams, and they're only 4 net carbs. So pretty awesome. I'm very excited. And I'm gonna keep drinking my Gatorade because I ran for so long. I actually was walking around, I'm like, man, I feel weird, and that's probably because I'm so dehydrated. I sweat so much this morning. It's disgusting. Anyway, oh, I just dropped my bag on the ground. All right, check in a little bit when I have lunch. All right, we're back from errands, and we stopped at Jersey Mike's, and I got a sub and a tub. So this is my lunch. It is chicken, some cheese, and then some chipotle mayo. Not 100% sure of the carbs, but it's under 5. So, but I'm excited. I'll talk about this after I'm done eating. I am super hungry. Wow, lunch was really good. That's good to know. I had no idea that you could do that. See, essentially you can order any of their subs at Jersey Mike's and just ask for a sub and a tub. And then they put the sub in like a thing with no bread. And so that's pretty nice. They have a lot of subs there to try, and so maybe that's like a good sort of future thing that I'll do. Especially on days like today where I had a really long 8-mile run, and then yeah, I am so tired. I might take a nap today, I don't know, we'll see. I have a little bit of a headache too, but I think that's maybe dehydration. I've drank so many Gatorades to try to get my things back up, so hopefully it just goes away. But I've noticed like my hamstring's super tight today, which is fine, and luckily like my ankle pain isn't really there anymore. So like it's kind of there, but not really like an annoyance or anything. Before I was basically limping, but I don't know if I explained what exactly happened. But so I went running last Wednesday. So today's Friday, so not this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And we had taken a little bit of time off because we went up to Washington, and so I wasn't able to run. And so we came home and I ran, and when I was done with my run, nothing was really bothering me, but about an hour afterwards it started to really hurt. Progressively was getting worse. And so then I went, I basically held off for a couple of days before I was like, I should probably go to the doctor. So I got an appointment and I ran over there, and they didn't x-ray it, but they basically felt around and was like, there's nothing really to worry about. It's probably just something related to your foot, like stress or something, ligament or whatever. So I got some exercises and some pain medication. Is basically like extra strength Motrin. And so yeah, I've just been rehabbing it, doing some of the stretches, and then just kind of keeping off of it as much as I can, and it seems to be helping. That's why I went and got new shoes, which I will still talk about in a little bit, but I'll do my own version of snack chat when I talk about my new running shoes. But yeah, so anyways, lunch was really good, and I'm very excited about it. That's a good option for the future. So keto people, Jersey Mike's, sub in a tub, pretty awesome. Just know that their barbecue sauce still has a ton of sugar in it, so you're gonna have to go no barbecue if you get one of the barbecue subs, but the chipotle mayo doesn't have very many carbs in it, so it is really good too. And I put some sugar-free barbecue sauce on top, the GL Hughes or whatever it's called. So that was good. And then mix it together because it's almost like a, I don't know, it's just really good. So yeah, all right, I'll check in a little bit for snack chat. All right, it is snack time. I just woke up from a nap, but I'm gonna have a chocolate shake with PB Fit powder and a Quest cookie because this is what I had for breakfast, and it sounded really good for a snack too. I am deficient in my calories for today still, so I'm still trying to catch up to 0. But let's eat and then let's chat. Hello from Amy's couch in the closet. Thought I'd give you guys a familiar area for snack chat since you're used to seeing this behind Amy as she does the same thing. Snack was good, and I really needed the food. I've not been like this, I don't think ever. I've never run 8 miles before, so I didn't really know what to expect today, but I'm extremely hungry. Like, I've been hungry all day, and yeah, I don't know. And so like there's not a ton of snacky foods that you can eat for keto, like cheese, you know. Oh, maybe I should have some cheese. That actually might fill me up. I'll do maybe I'll add that later. I don't know. I'm pretty tired too. Just woke up from a nap. I was exhausted, so Amy took a nap too. Friday naps are always fun. But yeah, so let me talk about yesterday. I want to talk about my running shoes that I got. So first of all, let me show them to you. They're pretty cool. So this is what they look like, if I can flip them around. So they are some Brooks shoes. They're just gold and blue. Pretty cool. So now, I had never gone to a running store before. I mean, I've been to a running store, but I've never been in like gotten fitted and all that sort of stuff. So I really recommend it if you're new to running. I wish that I could go back in time and tell myself like, whoa, buddy. I know you're trying to be like, save a couple bucks here, but go get some shoes that are actually fitted for your feet, because you're going to be in pain pretty, over the time. So, so it's really cool. So if you don't know how it works, so you go into the running store, and I went to Road Runners, which is a nation chain, and Road Runner Sports, I think is the full name. I went in, and they basically, I was like, "This is the first time," and I was like, "Yeah, I just want to get fitted and get some running shoes," and they basically sit down with you. They have you run on a treadmill without your shoes on, so they can kind of video your feet and show you like, this is the way your feet sort of like where your feet, where the weight distribution is. And so like mine kind of like, if this is, I guess it would be like so yeah, so this is my big toe. I kind of like run like this, I guess. So like I have inward run. I don't know how to describe that. Wish I could put the video in, but they didn't email it to me. But so like it was really cool. They showed me kind of like, hey, this is the way you move, and then they measure your feet using a 3D scanner, and they show you like this is how wide your feet are, this is where it ends, and like this is where a shoe should fit you. And so they gave me the right size, and then the guy brought out a couple of pairs of shoes that are kind of in my range. And one thing about me is I have 12 toes, and so I've had it my whole life. At one point my mother was gonna get rid of them, but they took me down to the Shriners, if you're familiar with, I think that it's in Portland, the Shriners Hospital. It's like a children's hospital, free of charge sort of situation. And they took me down there, and they like doctors looked at him and said, we can get rid of him, but he's going to be on cast for 6 months, and so with both feet. And they didn't want to do that because then it would dampen me growing and like being active and that sort of stuff. And so they were pretty painful when I was a kid. I remember having a lot of bad foot growing pains, and I've always had to wear wide shoes. Now they've not really hindered me for the most part, outside of just needing wider shoes than normal. Or I usually would go with like, a size slightly bigger than what I should get. And so what was really interesting is the shoes that he brought out, I did not have any. Usually when I shove my foot in a shoe, it squeezes my extra toe. And so like either it squeezes or rubs, and I get like a callus or whatever it is, depending on the shoe. But I slipped my foot in, and I was like, whoa, like these are roomy. And so it was nice. So I put on a couple different pairs, and the ones I went with they're called Brooks. That's the company that makes them. I don't know what kind of shoe. It probably says in the box, but they're by the company Brooks, and they're super comfortable. And let me tell you something. I ran today a personal best 9-minute mile because I took off flying with these shoes because I was so excited about them. And I think I probably went a little bit too hard and too fast to start, because mile 2 was like 10 minutes, and then mile 3 was like 11, or no, it was, yeah, 11, and then mile 4 was like 14 minutes, and then mile 5 was even longer. So I need to learn how to kind of pace myself a little bit with that sort of stuff. My ultimate goal is to get below 10 miles, 10-minute miles, for sure, but I'm not quite there yet. And so although today I was it was really exciting, I don't know, but yeah, so Getting fitted for shoes was 100% like totally worth doing it, and the cost of the shoes were not like I was expecting it to be like, oh, you know, it's gonna be like $200 for shoes, but it wasn't. It was only 120 for shoes, and so I know some people will spend that just on regular tennis shoes without them being running shoes, and so plus I got a discount, which was nice, and they ended up being a little bit cheaper than that too, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, the guy that helped me, he I explained like, yeah, you know, I'd lost a bunch of weight recently, and I got into running like 6 months ago or whatever, and showed him a before and after picture, and he thought it was cool, but then decided to tell me everything under the sun about what has worked for him for losing weight, which is fine. I have conversations with people like that all the time, and it was just really funny because like he kept saying things, and I'm like, I'm on the keto diet, so I shouldn't really be eating sugar and stuff like that. So it was just kind of a funny conversation, but he was a super nice guy, and he had the best in mind, obviously, to try to help and see like, oh, look at the progress that this person made. That's really cool. So, but yeah, running was super fun this morning for sure with these shoes. I'm excited. I probably should have waited to wear them until maybe my run on Tuesday for my 30-minute run, just to kind of, you know, whatever, but I only had one blister at the end of my run, and it was a very small blister, and I usually don't get blisters, and so I'm guessing it's because it's a brand new shoe, and my feet were probably to the point where they're sweating a little bit towards the end, because my feet don't normally, when I sweat, it's all like up, like my head sweats like crazy, and then like kind of this region, and so like if I'm wearing a shirt, it'll sweat through that way, and then my back, and so I don't really sweat anywhere else, and so I was running 8 miles, and so my feet were like getting a little bit, you know, wet, and so I was rubbing a little bit more than I should have, but it's nice. I've been having this ankle pain in my foot, and so the other shoes were sort of forcing my foot in a weird place when I was running, and so I noticed it for the first time like 2 weeks ago when I was running. I was like, man, my foot is being forced into a weird gallop when I run because of the way that the shoes were made. And so one thing that they measure is your gait, and I didn't really necessarily think this was like a true thing. I just sort of thought it was like, it's just a selling thing that they do, but I think it's like legitimately like a real thing, because when I was running in my shoes today, like my foot wasn't making that weird movement anymore in the shoe, and so I think that that's like, these things are set up sort of for that, and so that's nice to know. Your foot moves around in your shoe no matter what you do, but like at least the shoe can help a little bit more, and so it does have good arch support. I don't really have big arches on my feet, but yeah, they're awesome, and I'm thankful that I was able to do it, to go and get the shoes fitted for myself and that sort of stuff. The wideness helps. I'm a 2E, if anybody knows what that means for width, but yeah, it was fun, and running was awesome today, and I don't really have a ton of ankle pain, and I was really worried about that after 2 weeks ago when I ran, and then last week, or I guess Wednesday, I ran a little bit, and I was like, feeling it towards the end of the run, but this time I was like, oh man, like, it doesn't really hurt. I mean, it's kind of an annoyance, but like, it doesn't hurt like it was before, so that's really good. And I might have said that earlier, I don't know. I'm pretty tired. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, pretty awesome. Get fitted for shoes if you can, if you're running. I really recommend it. We'll probably take Amy at some point, do the same thing, get her some running shoes. So right now I think she has good shoes for her feet though, because she doesn't complain about it. So yeah, pretty awesome. I'm proud of her. She did 1 lap today. 10K is a week from Saturday. Today's Friday, so a week from tomorrow will be the 10K. I'm really excited about it. Part of the reason why I did this run was, so we're doing Jeff Galloway, like the Easy 10K app, and his program has you run a little bit longer than the 10K. It was like the week before it was, well, not the week before, but in the process of training, it's running further. Like in the 5K program, we ran a 4-mile run like right before the 5K race, and so but I was only supposed to run 7 miles. I ran 8 because it's just 2 laps around the park instead of 1. And I was like, well, if I run around the park, that's 4 miles, and then I do it again and then stop. Like, I have to walk home still, right? And so I was like, I'll just run it, to end the run or whatever. And so that's what I did. My pace wasn't as good that final mile as they have been before, because I didn't have anybody barking in my ear about running and stuff. So, but yeah, it was fun. So really, I should have run 7 miles, but I was like, I'll just go 8. It's fine. And by the time we got home, I mean, we had walked almost 9, including the to and from, and so it was kind of a big day. But yeah, if you need a recommendation for an app, I definitely recommend the Jeff Galloway apps. They're not the best apps. They definitely have some flaws, but when it comes to the program itself, it's a really good, super easy program to use, and it's helped me. I'm probably going to switch for half marathon training to make my own plan now that I know what I'm doing. I want to increase my runs to get to the point where 2 days a week I'm running an hour, and then on my long runs I'm gonna be increasing those. So I'll probably run the 10K, and then I'll go back into a 7-mile run, and then like do a week of 8 and then 9, that sort of thing, and push my body, because I am considering running a half marathon at the end of May, kind of mid-May. There's the San Diego Rock and Roll Half Marathon, and I'm really tempted to push myself to try to do that in the next 2 months to train for it. So we'll see. It'll be really fun either way, but be a good birthday treat, I think, for me. So all right, I'm gonna get back to drinking more fluids because I have a little bit of a headache, and checking in and see if Amy's awake yet. And yeah, snack chat with Eric. Hello, it is now dinner time, and so I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'm really excited to share with you what I'm gonna have. I already made this stuff, but I'll just put it together. You can see. How dare you make noise? Just kidding. Amy's making a reduced guilt Trader Joe's mac and cheese dinner, and I am gonna have nachos. Excuse me. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, pre-made taco meat, which I'll warm up in the microwave. These amazing, delicious chili lime Quest protein, I said that weird, tortilla style protein chips. These are really good. The perfect base layer for nachos. Then I'm gonna shred some of this cheese. It is a New York sharp white cheddar, and it's really good. And then I'll put it all together, and then I'm gonna put some American salsa on it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, this is what dinner looks like. It is delicious looking. I'm gonna eat these and enjoy it. But yeah, a little American salsa on top there, and cheese and the meat and the chips. I'll let you know how it is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's really good. Hold on a second here. Bonus update. So I recorded this video Friday, the day that I did my 8-mile run, and yesterday, which was Saturday, the day after my long run, I had to go to the doctor's because my foot was swollen and weird looking. And so here, let me show you. Hopefully it looks a little bit better today, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it as well as it was yesterday, but hold on a second. So you can kind of tell it's a little discolored right there. I'm zooming. Not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday it was really weirdly colored, but you can still tell there's kind of a weird bruise. For the lighting, it's really weird. There you go. So you can kind of see it's bruised and weird looking, kind of red and swollen. So I ended up there yesterday. I went to the doctor, got x-rays because I was worried it was a stress fracture, and because it hurt. So basically, like, after the run, throughout the day, rest of the day, it was fine. Like, I didn't really have any pain, and then by Friday night, around 8 o'clock, I started feeling like it kind of hurts a little bit. And then I woke up Saturday morning, I couldn't put any weight on it, and so I
basically I woke up at like 6 in the morning, couldn't put any weight on it, and it was a rough one. And so I took a couple hours to decide whether I should go to the doctor or not. But when I still couldn't really put any weight on it and it was hurting a lot, I did. So I got an appointment, and so I iced it and kept it up all day and continued to take like extra strength Motrin, basically. Naproxy is what it's called, but it's just like super good ibuprofen. And so by the time I got to the doctor, they did the x-rays, and so nothing was broken, and they said that it's tendinitis. So I have tendinitis in my ankle, so I'm going to go to do some PT, and this next week start physical therapy. Unfortunately, this means I cannot run my 10K, which I was really looking forward to. So that's a bummer. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm going to reach out to the Care Wear runner people and ask if they can just like give us a credit for the next run. So that, because I can't do it because I don't want to like break my foot more than it is. So that's unfortunate and kind of lame, but it's better to take care of it now, because when I was talking to the doctor, he's like, well, you're a runner, so you want to make sure this gets healed properly before you continue to, so you don't want to make it worse. And so yeah, so I'll go do some PT and see what the time frame is for my running is, and get back to it and do a 10K as soon as I can. As soon as I am done with my physical therapy and all that stuff, I'll make a plan. And I really want to get back it, because this bums me out, and I really enjoy running, so like I really want to make sure that I get back into it quickly. So anyways, back to the regular video now. All right, dinner. There's a little woman who's trying to come in here. Dinner was really good. I really enjoyed it. Doing the whole chicken, or sorry, not chicken. Wow, I'm tired. The turkey tacos nacho situation is so good. Those chips are amazing. They're Quest chips, the tortilla style ones, and they're 4 grams of carbs, which is half of what one of the tortilla shells was. I don't remember what the tortilla shells are. I think they're 6 actually. But totally worth doing. Really good food. I was really happy about it, and I got enough, so it's really good. But anyways, thanks for joining me today as I did a what I eat in a day in keto. If you want me to do more of these videos, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, and I will gladly do more. I am to the point where I need to try some new recipes and get some new non-taco related food going. And so yeah, thanks for joining me. Like I said, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and hit the subscribe if you're new. And I will catch you later, and thanks for watching. Bye.